All right, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to be giving you an update to the Shopify ChatGPT challenge store, talking about scaling. So we're starting to scale this thing up a little bit here, and I want to share with you the Facebook ads behind it, and also just some things that we're keeping in mind to continue building this momentum. All right, so first things first, yesterday we beat our record, 1.85K in a single day. Pretty cool, very close to 2K. I actually thought we were going to hit 2K, but we didn't. It's okay. This is kind of what the ads look like behind that. We spent $850 and generated 1,800 plus. So we're at about a 2.1 or 2.15 return on ad spend, but it didn't get tracked. Classic Facebook stuff. It's all right though. So I want to explain some of the things that are happening in this account. I think it'll make a lot of you guys feel a little better maybe, since some people make Facebook ads or meta ads seem very easy and this whole like e-commerce thing very easy, but it's obviously not easy, right? Like it's very difficult. I can't imagine going through all this as a complete beginner, right? Like I have so much experience in e-commerce. I have a team. We work with a bunch of 8-figure clients. So like I understand very, very well what's happening. But as somebody who's just getting started, I could see this being super complicated and stressful. So basically what you have here is the ad account. And the first thing I want to say is that we actually did cut basically one of our products. So we started testing new products, right? I realized that previous product was just not scaling, right? Like we tried a lot of different things. It wasn't too profitable. We weren't able to really scale it past 1K. So, it just wasn't going to cut it. Sure, we could have done a lot more things with content, hiring influencers, whatever. But again, I want to keep this challenge as streamlined as possible. So I just wanted to test new products. So that's what we did. And actually, that worked quite well. We found another product within the same niche that is actually getting some great results now. And we haven't cut the old one completely. We still just have the profitable ad sets in there. That's really it. And we're just going to let those run indefinitely. If they do better, we'll increase the budget on those. If they don't, then we'll just kill it altogether. But as you see, we're doing a couple different things. So here are the ABO campaigns. So this is where we're testing ad sets, and we're testing ad sets worldwide. However, something that we're testing this week is scaling US only. So here's something you got to understand. Every ad account is a little bit different, and there's no real like set blueprint that you can follow. So the simplest thing you can do is just to test interest, right? Test interest at like $20 a day, $10, $20 a day, whatever your budget is. And then take whatever of those interests and try to scale them in a CBO. So that's what we've been trying to do a little bit here. But we noticed that the US was performing a bit better sometimes. Not the cheapest cost always, but the quality of the traffic was just a lot better. So now we're starting to segment the scaling into a specific country. I like selling just in the US, even though you do get more expensive costs. So, that's what we're seeing here. This is one of the US campaigns, for example, that we tested, and yesterday got a 4 ROAS. So that's very promising, very exciting to see that. And that's how we're going to keep scaling this up, right? It's like scaling is very, very simple. All it is continuously increasing your budgets, judging the performance of everything, cutting things back, adding more things. Obviously, it's not that easy. It's not that simple, but that's how it works, more or less. So, just try to find a system that you can stay organized with and always keep track of the things that you've been testing. You got to be like a scientist when you're trying to, grow a business through meta ads. You really do have to be a bit of a scientist. So one of the things that we're doing now to, kickstart it to the next level, right? Getting to 3K a day so we can hit 100K a month. One of those things is email marketing. So we're actually doing a lot more email marketing now, or at least setting it up, right? It's not entirely done yet, but we're setting up email flows on Klaviyo. And I think that alone will just make all this a lot better. I think it'll make our products perform a lot better. And then we'll launch a little bit of Google ads as well. That's also something we haven't done. Funny enough, we even tested Pinterest ads before we tested Google ads, but Pinterest ads haven't been super great. We got some sales, but they weren't very profitable. The traffic is still a little bit cheap, too cheap maybe. So we're testing that. We're getting better images done. I do want to get better images done. All the stuff that we're using is just from suppliers. So that's another thing. But again, I'm trying to make this as streamlined as possible. I know that I keep saying that over and over again, but it's true. I don't want this to take a ton of my time. Obviously, I'm very busy, but at the same time, I'm really loving this project, and there's just so much content we can make around it. And, if we can also make a decent amount of income through it, that would be awesome. So, yeah, that's basically the updates here. I mean, there's not really that much crazy stuff happening. We're just scaling it. It's not, the most exciting thing in the world, but it is pretty interesting and very informative. So hopefully that makes sense to you on how to scale. Just keep testing the audiences. What we're testing now as well is single interest CBOs here, but seems like that's just not doing very well. So we might just consolidate everything into this one campaign that's killing it and just really start increasing the budget on there every 3 days by about 20%. Just a very simple strategy, but I think that it will work out really well. You really got to be organized when you're trying to scale. I can't stress that enough. And that's why people, will pay our agency, right? Like, especially at the 8-figure level, try to imagine this same scale, but spending $10,000 a day, right? Or, more, spending $20,000 a day. It gets very complicated. And that's why, these brands hire people to do it. It would be impossible for the founders to continue to do that and focus on every other area of the business. But yeah, I find this stuff very interesting. Hopefully you did as well. The whole point of this challenge is to highlight how useful ChatGPT can be to build an e-commerce business or really any business. But I'm using e-commerce as the template here because that's our bread and butter basically. But this is more or less all the things that you need right here through ChatGPT, or that ChatGPT can help you generate for your business. And this is exactly what we're using. So we're using it for Facebook, we're using it for the website, for email marketing now, for the funnel, and then just for general research. This is how we're finding products. We've been using some Shop Hunter products as well to test. So now we're gathering a list of products to test. We're gonna keep testing products, keeping it very simple and consistent. But with that said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out the Academy Lab products as always. I don't mind sharing these with you guys because I genuinely believe these products are incredible and I'm super proud of them and just proud of the team for coming together and creating the most amazing community ever. It's so fun to be a part of. So check that out, and that's about it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.